Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Kelvin here. The other day, I was liking my own YouTube video when I came across a report called IRCI 2021, which tries to find out what Singaporeans think about Bitcoin. The survey found that 43% of Singaporeans own some cryptocurrency. Most of them are around 25 to 44 years old. And a lot of you guys believe that crypto will be widely accepted. I think that this is a promising sign because it means that Bitcoin is getting more and more accepted, especially in Singapore. But there's still quite a lot of work to be done because there's still 7% of Singaporeans think that Bitcoin is a scam and 16% of you say don't know. I don't really blame them because the concept of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is an entirely new concept to most of us, and it is easy to label it as a scam. So in this video, I'll address the 10 common misconceptions of Bitcoin so that you can understand Bitcoin a little better and maybe even be convinced to buy Bitcoin someday because apes together strong. Jokes aside, before I start, it will help me a lot if you guys take a quick second to help to tap the like button because it will help support the channel. In return, let me thank you. 감사합니다. With that being said, let's start right now. The first misconception about Bitcoin is that it has no intrinsic value. For example, when you see the fruit company Apple, its share is worth around $145 now because the company earns money by selling phones and laptops that cost a few $1,000s and a kidney. But what about Bitcoin? It does not produce anything. You cannot touch it, you cannot taste it. Then why does it have value? The simple answer is Bitcoin has value because we believe it to have value. The last I checked, one Bitcoin is worth around $40,000. Some people cannot understand this and their head would explode just thinking about this. So let me give you an explanation that's much easier to understand. You see the McDonald's Hello Kitty toy? Many Singaporeans like to queue for hours just to buy them. It's just a toy. It does not produce any asset. You cannot even buy cai fan with it. But people are pricing this toy at a few $100s in carousel. Why? Because they believe the Hello Kitty toy to have value. The reason Bitcoin has value is because they are useful as an asset. We can use Bitcoin as a store of value. We can use Bitcoin to buy stuff. We can treat Bitcoin as an investment. And all of this gives Bitcoin its value. Second misconception, the government will ban Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is a decentralized currency, and because of that, the government cannot control Bitcoin. China is cracking down on Bitcoin. India is planning on banning Bitcoin, and even Donald Trump calls Bitcoin a scam against the dollar. So what are the chances that countries like US or Singapore will ban Bitcoin? Zero chance. Here's why. First, public companies like MicroStrategy, Tesla, Galaxy, Voyager, Square own Bitcoin. Second, large investors like Cathie Wood, Ray Dalio, Elon Musk, Kevin O'Leary also own Bitcoin. Third, banks like Ally Bank, Barclays, National Bank of Canada, Goldman Sachs own Bitcoin. Fourth, El Salvador has made Bitcoin legal tender. There's also rumors that even your Temasek has been buying Bitcoin since 2018. So if US or Singapore bans Bitcoin, it's a direct attack on all of these companies and individuals, which is very unlikely to happen. Another reason Bitcoin won't be banned is because of game theory. Let's say if US bans Bitcoin, that means they will lose all the tax income from the Bitcoin transactions. Other countries would be so happy to accept this business instead. They'll be like, Bitcoin liar, what lah. Third, Bitcoin energy wastage. Just in case you didn't know how Bitcoin works, basically it uses something called proof of work system. Millions of graphic cards run calculations in order to solve complex math equations. It was estimated that Bitcoin mining has the same energy consumption as Ukraine, a country that has a population of 44 million people. Naturally, people would think that Bitcoin is a waste of a lot of energy. But Galaxy Digital found that the banking system, like card networks, ATMs, bank branches, data centers use 2 times more energy when compared to Bitcoin. And I'm pretty sure that if you ask your parents, they will say that you never turn off the toilet light is wasting more electric than Bitcoin. Bitcoin also incentivizes clean energy and innovation. After China cracked down on Bitcoin, many miners are moving to Texas to rely on solar and wind energy for mining, because renewables is a much cheaper form of energy there. Also, there's a company called Great American Mining, which uses wasted, stranded, and undervalued gas in the oil and gas industry to mine Bitcoin. So yeah, even though Bitcoin uses a lot of energy, people are constantly innovating to find cheaper and better ways to mine Bitcoin. Next, Bitcoin is used for illegal activity. A few weeks ago, US Senator Elizabeth Warren mentioned that cryptocurrency is a safe haven for illegal activity. So let me quote Donald Trump. Wrong. Bitcoin is a very bad currency to do illegal activity because it can be tracked. If you just go to blockchain.com, scroll down, you'll see all the transactions happening in real time. So whenever you transfer Bitcoin, it will leave a very clear paper trail that everyone can see. Just 2 months ago, US was able to recover the Bitcoin ransom paid to the Colonial Pipeline hackers. How did they do it? They just need to follow the money. And if you talk about money laundering, it was found that for every $1 spent in Bitcoin on the darknet, $800 is laundered in cold hard cash. Just this year, the former CIA director co-authored a report. They found that from 2017 to 2020, less than 1% of Bitcoin was used for illegal activity. Instead, they estimated that illegal activities done using cash were much higher, at about 2 to 4%. So yeah, Bitcoin used for illegal activities? Not really lah. Fifth, Bitcoin will be replaced by a new coin. With all the new coins coming out every other day, like Elon's sperm or Cum Rocket, it's easy to think that Bitcoin will be replaced by a new coin in the future. Well, yes, but no. It's like saying Milo will be replaced by some other chocolate drinks in the future. Like what? Pico Horlick Ovaltine You ever see anyone go to drink store and say, I want one Ovaltine peng? No right, only Milo can make you a champion. Everyone knows that. All jokes aside, the reason I say Bitcoin can't be replaced easily is because of network effects. Think of Facebook or TikTok. You use them because your friends use them. Sure, I can come out with a Facebook clone tomorrow. Maybe it has more privacy, better user interface and stuff. But I won't be able to replace the original Facebook because of network effect. Nobody wants to use my Facebook clone because their friends are not using it. This is the same thing for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the largest cryptocurrency and has the largest adoption rate. So I don't think Bitcoin will be replaced by a new coin anytime soon. Next, Bitcoin is a scam. So earlier in the video, the report mentioned that 7% of Singaporeans think that Bitcoin is a scam. Here are a few reasons why Bitcoin is not a scam. First, you don't have to blindly trust Bitcoin because you can verify everything yourself. You want to see the code? Look lah. Everything is there for you to see on GitHub. You want to see the transactions? Nah, everything is online. You can even go and gaper how much Bitcoin each wallet has. For example, these are the richest Bitcoin wallets. You can see that the first guy has 288,000 Bitcoins in his wallet. Second, Bitcoin is decentralized, meaning that there's no one person controlling Bitcoin. So even if you want to scam, it's not possible. But there are a lot of crypto scams going around, so do be careful. Third, the developers want the best for Bitcoin. When Binance was hacked in 2019, Binance tried to reorganize Bitcoin to recover the stolen funds. But the developers be like, no, we don't do that here. This shows that Bitcoin is not easily manipulated. Next, Bitcoin is too volatile to be a store of value. As you can see, Bitcoin price is super unpredictable, like our Singapore weather. So people feel that Bitcoin is too volatile and can't be used as a store of value. What we often forget is that Bitcoin is still a very new asset, and it will take a while for Bitcoin to be mature enough to be used as a store of value. Our investors found that the volatility of Bitcoin has been decreasing over the years, with last time volatility reaching 14%, but now at most 8%. Part of it is because Bitcoin is used mainly for speculation in the past, where people try to buy low and sell high all the time, causing Bitcoin to fluctuate wildly. But as more and more people hoard Bitcoin, it actually reduces the number of Bitcoin being traded on the market, leading to lower and lower volatility, until eventually one day, Bitcoin is stable enough to be a store of value. Number 8. Bitcoin can't be used as means of payment. Here's the argument: an average Bitcoin transaction takes about 10 to 20 minutes to complete. That means that Bitcoin is not fast enough to be used for means of payment. It's complicated. Bitcoin can actually be used as means of payment. Even though Tesla stopped accepting Bitcoin temporarily, Tesla used to accept Bitcoin in the past. Companies like Starbucks, Rakuten, Twitch accepts Bitcoin. So yes, that shows that Bitcoin can be used as means of payment. But at the same time, Bitcoin is not designed to be that way. Instead, what you can do is add a second layer onto Bitcoin to make it suitable for payments. And that's what the Lightning Network does. Lightning Network allows you to pay within milliseconds and solves Bitcoin scalability problem at the same time. Number 9. Bitcoin is a bubble. We value stock based on its future value. For example, you can say that Tesla is overpriced because it has a very high PE ratio. but we can't value Bitcoin the traditional way. And add to the fact that Bitcoin went from 1,000 to almost 40,000 in just 4 years. It's easy to think that Bitcoin is a bubble, but not really. Just because something has went up doesn't mean that it will come back down. If that's the case, we can say that 1 Singapore dollars to 3 ringgit will become 1 Singapore dollars to 1 ringgit in the future. The reason Bitcoin price went up is because more and more people are starting to adopt Bitcoin, hodling it in the balance sheet and portfolio, which causes Bitcoin price to go up. We can draw similarities to gold. Even though the world has moved from the gold standard, gold not only managed to hold its value, but actually went up over the years. This is because gold still has its use up till today. 10. Quantum computing will destroy Bitcoin. Bitcoin is secure now because of cryptography. However, people are worried that one day quantum computers will appear and be like, hey, I can hack you now. But that's not really an issue because people know that quantum computers are coming and they are already working to improve Bitcoin security. Experts believe that quantum computers will only come in 8 years' time, but also predict that quantum-safe crypto algorithm will be available by 2024. So we are quite safe. If you are old enough, you would remember the Y2K bug, where computer systems weren't designed to handle the year 2000, but programmers saw it coming and they fixed this issue before it came along. So yeah, quantum computing won't destroy Bitcoin. So those were the 10 misconceptions people have about Bitcoin. What other misconceptions do you know of? Let me know down below. And that's all for today. Like, share and subscribe as I'll be posting new videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday.